Hello, I'm Gayleen Aitken of Kahuna Mist, and as promised in this month's video, I'm going to take you through a rest session. It's to help with tension, to change tension, and also to change the patterns that bring us to this state of tension. So our body lives within our mind. Our mind is shaped by our environment, our perceptions, and the body expresses the mind's state. So for myself personally, over the past nearly 3 years, I've come to realize that everything I thought to be true and right has been turned on its head. So it's been a wonderful blessing, because I've come to a point now where I realize I know nothing, and this is a great place to be, to discover our true nature, which is infinite awareness or infinite consciousness. So this rest session that I'm going to take you through has a potential for you to become aware of this also in your own way and in your own time. But the immediate effects is going to be a physical effect upon the body. That is the most obvious sensation, but do know that in changing the awareness of your body, by becoming aware of the reality of your body, that your mind is also going to be changed. So tension is a holding of the body, a stiffening, and it's usually in parts of the body. So it depends on your mindset where it is, but generally it's expressed in the belly and the chest. So the breath is affected by this. Tension is a stiffening, a holding. So this is going to affect the flow of breath throughout the body. So instead of approaching it in a way where we want to get rid of something, really what we want to do is we want to take that energy that's stuck in tension and put it into motion. And so I use the breath to do that, awareness of the breath and the allowing of the breath to become active throughout the body. Find a place where you're not going to be disturbed. I find putting a belt or a yoga belt around my thighs, hip width apart, helps my legs to relax. Lay on your back with your feet standing. And just become aware of your breath, feeling the movement of the inhale and the exhale. So we just start here. It's an observation of your breath, not a judgment. It is what it is, and you simply observe it. Then start to be aware of the feeling of your body moving as you breathe. What happens as you inhale, and as you exhale, how does your body move? Feel the air coming into your body through your nostrils and out. And then bring your awareness into your feet. Feel your feet standing on the floor in this rest position. And as you feel your feet, you see your feet in your mind.
You see what you feel. Notice the weight resting in each foot. And then imagine the earth underneath you, your feet sinking deep into the earth. Sense your toes. See your toes. The little space under the insteps. The feeling of your heels planted on the earth. That soft skin under your ankles and across your ankle joints, up into your legs. Notice the feeling of your legs in this position, and the spaces around your legs, the space underneath your legs, between your knees, and to know this is not an empty space. It's filled with the radiation of you. And then imagine your bones, how they look in this shape. Your lower leg bones meeting your thighs at the knees. Sense the weight of your legs resting heavily in the belt. Let your legs soften. Let them be supported. Allow the weight of your strong, heavy thighs to sink down into your hips, into your pelvis, and to rest upon the floor. And just like your feet, notice the weight resting in your thighs. Maybe one side feels heavier than the other. There is just an observation, no judgment. You acknowledge what you feel. And then bring your awareness to your belly, to the front of your pelvis. Feel the breath here in your belly, moving it, gentle, rhythmic, wave-like motions, and you allow your belly to be moved. Every time you feel your exhale, let your belly sink back towards your spine. And as you inhale, feel it rising and expanding. Let your belly be moved by your breath. And know that every breath you take, your organs are being gently massaged by this movement. And then become aware of the feeling of your lower back, how it's connected to the movement of your belly. As you exhale, your belly softens back to the spine back to the floor, and you sense the floor under you, supporting you. Give the weight of your body to the floor. Every time you feel your exhale, let a little more weight rest upon the floor. Sense your spine laid out on the floor, from your sacrum to your neck. Feel your ribs pressing into the floor, your shoulder blades, the sides of your ribs, across your chest, and again the movement of your breath in your chest. That gentle, rhythmic, wave-like flow. Let your chest and your ribs become soft and in motion. And let your heart be free. Let its rhythm become slow and steady. And little bit by little bit, you feel your shoulders softening, sinking back a little towards the floor. The space between your shoulder tips widening. And let the softness that began at your feet and moved up through your legs into your pelvis, up your back, across your chest, flow down into your arms. Become aware of the feeling of your arms as they're laid out on the floor, the weight of each arm, observing the difference between the two arms, feeling them, acknowledging them, your precious arms. Sense the pulse of your beating heart in the palms of your hands and the tips of your fingers. And to know that everything you touch with your heart. Soften your lips, let them part a little. And notice how this simple movement releases your neck, the plates of your skull, and the bones of your face. And always coming back to the feeling of your breath, the feeling of your breath moving your body. Let go. Let the earth support you and your breath move you. And you simply lay here observing you, breathing, resting. Stay here as long as you want. And when you're ready to move, you roll onto your side. And you lay here until you're ready to sit up. Take your time. sit up from your side.